just arrived in Queenstown today. Here, well, only really here today. Heading off tomorrow. Going to be 3 hours on the bus and then an hour on a boat. And heading off to do the Milford Track with a few friends. So it's like a 4-day walk from Te Anau, Lake Te Anau, up the valley, over the hill, and down the valley into Milford Sound. It might be wet, it might be cold, not really sure what it's going to be. But yeah, hopefully it should be fun, should be quite pretty, and I'll see what I find. So I've come out here, this is the first day of the Milford Track. I've done, it's like a 4-day walk. This is maybe 10 minutes away from the campsite from the first night. It's all been pretty easy so far. So it's like a 6-kilometre walk, I think, the first day, which was probably about an hour. It's all been very lush and very green, and you can probably see here, there are a lot of sandflies. Okay, I'm going to move. Yeah, there are a lot of sandflies around, trying to bite. Oh, there's another one. Trying to bite every exposed bit of flesh around. Tomorrow's probably going to be easy enough too, but the third day is sort of up and over the mountain pass, so it'll be a bit colder and a bit colder and a bit harder uphill. But yeah, pretty good so far. No worries, sweet as. So yeah, the first day you basically come up the river. Here's the river, wherever, somewhere behind me. It's 5k or something, 6k. Sort of an hour to an hour and a half walking. Not a lot to see, but it's nice and flat, nice and easy. Saw a few of the South Island robins, which are sort of cute little birds that come up very close to you. They're pretty friendly. Didn't see too much of the other wildlife, but you can certainly hear it around in the trees. I'm sure there's stuff nearby, and yeah, and sandflies. Okay. I haven't recorded too much today, mostly just been walking. So this is the end of day 2. This is, the hut is, a couple of minutes walk that way. This is just down by the river. Yeah, it's been really nice. It's been mostly pretty easy, but just by the end of the day it started to get a bit tiring. A few difficult bits, but now we're sort of pretty much the end of the valley, and there's these huge kind of valley walls. Can kind of mostly see where we're going tomorrow, but yeah, not entirely sure. Just enjoying a bit of time in the sun, and yeah, by the river here, and yeah, just going to go back to the hut now. Yeah, it's getting close to sunset again. Just come out from the hut. It's only 5 minutes walk down on the helicopter pad just down from Mintaro hut. Yeah, thought I'd come out for one last little look tonight, see what it was like. I've seen a few birds out, the little robins, very friendly wee South Island robins, possibly a little rifleman. It's a bit too dark in the bush to really get any any photos or video or anything there. But yeah, just gonna have another look around and more sandflies. Gonna have another look around and see what else I find before heading back to the hut and probably straight to bed. Gonna be an early night, and then it's probably gonna be pretty cold tonight and cold in the morning, and then even colder sort of. So tomorrow. We're going there, possibly. So that's the pass through, up another few hundred metres and just up and over. Yeah, up and over. Weather should be pretty good. Yeah, looking forward to it. It's a bit cold and cloudy today. Just about to get started on day 3. Up over the pass. Hopefully not too cold and windy up on top, but I guess we'll see. So that's the end of day 3, just basically across the river or across the track or something from the hut, from Dumpling hut. It was pretty hard today. I'm not going to talk for too long here because there are just infinite sandflies, which is all just a bit much to bear. Probably 8 or 9 hours today, including the wee sidetrack off to the waterfalls. Just hard, really hard. Yeah, really hard. Up the track wasn't too bad, but coming down the outside was just pretty sort of technical in a way. Yeah, lots of steep surfaces and things, and just relentless. You know, you sort of go down, the top is what, 1,000, 1,100 metres up, and you come down, the hut here is 100 metres, so you've gone up sort of 400 metres, 500 metres, and down basically 1,000. So yeah, hopefully today's not too bad, tomorrow's not too bad, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Feeling pretty exhausted now. Hopefully tomorrow's not too bad. Gonna be an early start because we're gonna get in the boat. Boat goes at 2. God, this is insanely Sandfly. Yeah, so gotta keep moving. No, this doesn't work at all. So I've made it to the end. This is Sandfly Point, as you can tell by the sandflies. Yeah, not a great day today. It was pretty wet. Yeah, it's pretty wet for sort of the second half of the day. Yeah, it was pretty wet for the second half of the day. Got pretty soaked right through, got a bit cold. But yeah, that was that was well worth it. Now just waiting for the boat and the bus and the long trip back to Queenstown. Yeah, it's all quite pretty here, so I'm just going to take a few more photos and then get back in the hut and hide away from the sandflies. After walking each day, I was too tired to record very much, so all you got from me was an end of day summary mixed in with some scenery. So I thought I should do a little bit of a final summary to finish it off. Overall, it was probably about 6 hours of walking each day, a total of 53 kilometres, with most of it being on a well-formed track. The huts are pretty basic: bed, water, toilet, gas cookers, and not much else. And because they're solar powered, the lights are turned off fairly early at night, but tired walkers go to bed early anyway. It's a good way to meet a few people. The huts sleep about 40 people, and you're seeing the same faces over and over as you go through the walk together. Each night in the hut, the warden gives a talk. They all told you what to expect on the track the next day, but also talked about other things like the wildlife around, the history of the track, and more. Overall, it was a nice walk in a very beautiful part of the country. Rather strenuous, but very achievable. Although if you're less fit, the guided walks are still an option. More expensive, but less carrying. It's a good trip. The best bit was probably getting to the end and seeing the view of Milford Sound. Worth the trip on its own if you've never been.